I'm not sure if we've ever talked about something like this. What's the phenomenon of having so many gifs of yourself exist in the universe? Do you send outlander gifs of yourself ever on any occasion?
I may have, maybe once or twice.
What's your go-to? Because whenever, I think the first one that always comes up, I think you're pouring water on yourself. You're shirtless, of course. It's gross.
You use that one a lot, do
That
you?
one's my go-to.
Yeah, of course.
It works for every occasion.
It's me. No, I
just keep sending it to you, waiting for a response, and you're just like, dot.
Delete. Block. I use, there's one of me woken up and seen the other Highlanders like, hey friends or something. There's Sassenach. There's a Raising of the Glass, which I quite like. But yeah, I do love a wee gif. I don't have any of you.
There are probably some of us together, I'm sad to say. I'm sure there are. I've definitely seen it.
Well, that thing you can do now where you can get a photograph and
animate it somehow, or what? Like add text to it? Or?
And click on it, and it copies the person in it, and then you can send that to that to whoever. So it's sort of like a GIF.
This is like watching Sam discover the internet. It's like there's this thing where you can write down something, and then you can magically send it to the person
on the screen. It's magic, Josh.
It is magic. It's sorcery. Magic. It's dark magic.
And have you seen these things? You can like speak to people. Oh, someone's calling me now.
Some questions from your misbegotten fans. I don't know what they see in you, but they sent me some questions for you. Ready?
Oh, God, yeah.
They're better than mine, don't worry.
No, they normally are.
It's not hard, the bar. This one actually you kind of answered already, but I'm going to give her some love. Gail wanted to know, can you recommend a couple of your favorite cocktails made with wild Scottish gin besides gin and tonic?
Yeah. I mean, a gin spritz, French 75. I think our gin works really well with tonic, but I don't know. I mean, as a martini. I love classics. And I don't really think there should be more than 3 ingredients in a cocktail.
Because that's going to mask the purity of your
purity of the Scottish wild landscape in a glass. And when you drink it, you do sound like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah.
Waiting for my case.
Case?
Weird. Bottle. I'll take anything. Okay. Flask. Joelle wants to know, what's number 1 on your Spotify right now? Yeah, let's see.
We shall find out.
Please hold.
I'm working at the moment in Belgium on another TV show, and we've been playing a lot of music. It is, this is lovely, Home, Edward Sharp and the Magnetic. It's a Johnny Little song.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Is that just walking the streets? Is that at the gym?
That's just what goes through my head as I walk the streets.
I love it.
Yeah, upbeat.
Let's see. Susan Holder wants to know, is there a travel destination you haven't been to that you'd like to visit?
Travel destination I haven't been to. I mean, I was just saying I'm working in Europe at the moment, and that's kind of fun. We're shooting all over Europe, and we're in Belgium, we're in the Netherlands, we were in Maastricht recently, Antwerp. I'm in Amsterdam, so it's pretty cool. So I'm enjoying that because there are places in Europe that I haven't been to that I kind of guess I wouldn't have ever gone to if I wasn't working on this job.
I feel like you're like one of these people, and I hate to give you any credit, but you've cracked the code of like how to live a life. Because like obviously acting brings you places.
Yeah.
But then the Men in Kilts, like now you have license. Like it's for work. We have to go spend months in New Zealand.
Thank you for segueing into that. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, and also I get to pick on someone, so I get to
checks all your boxes.
I get to go to a country I've never been, do the things I want to do, and also torment someone.
Amazing.
That I enjoy tormenting.
Yeah, well, we know once you murder Graham, I'm in the on-deck circle. I'm waiting.
Yeah, he's surprisingly resilient.
Yeah, he's been working out his entire life for this exact circumstance.
And I make him suffer.
You do. More so in the next season?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Scotland, obviously, is about the heritage and the culture, the music, the food, the drink, and also making Graham go off a cliff. And I realized in that moment that he doesn't enjoy that. So we went to New Zealand, where it is the adrenaline capital of the world, especially down in Queenstown. And but also we're exploring, again, the food, the drink, the culture, the heritage, the Maori, the history and the Scottish connection. And he does survive.
Amazing.
Spoiler.
Well, I don't see him here. We're sure about that. He's not turned into like an AI version of Graham now.
Oh,
yeah. Meet the press tour, very awkward. Yeah. Like a cardboard cutout next to you.
I mean, I might suggest that.
You're working, it sounds like, but watching anything lately? Have you had a chance to catch up on fantasy, sci-fi, Lord of the Rings, House of the Dragon, White Lotus.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Oh, yeah. I mean, all of those. I've watched them all. I really enjoyed Lord of the Rings. Tried not to watch House of Dragon because Graham's in it. White Lotus, loved. And what am I watching now? When I'm not in a sort of drama period, I'll go back to some sort of bad reality television and just watch that.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you ever look? You're coming towards the end. I mean, it's still a ways to go towards a long-term commitment. Is the idea of another series, like say like House of the Dragon or Game of Thrones? Because I know you like auditioned way back when for Game of Thrones. The next Game of Thrones says, "Sam, you're our guy."
Yeah.
Is that going to be hard to say no to, something like that?
It's a really good question because I am having to think about the future, and we've been looking at stuff and I've been offered some things, and normally I would just jump at it and say yes, yes, yes. But I'm also thinking, well, look, I think it'll be hard for something to come along like Outlander, like an iconic character like Jamie Fraser again. So I'll never say no.
Okay.
Is I guess the answer.
Okay. God forbid Aaron Taylor Johnson is our new James Bond, as is the rumor today. He's a nice guy. He's not Sam Heughan.
I'm going to have to do something about this, I think.
We don't know. These are all rumors right now.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you had your moment back in the day of almost getting it. Is that tough? Like when that kind of thing comes close, and then if it doesn't happen, what's your attitude about that?
Oh no, I mean, look, the Bond of it all. Of course, I'm a fan of that franchise, and I would love to have sort of thrown my hat in the ring again. But also, like, there's so many other things out there, and I don't know. I've also played, as I said, an iconic character, right? And done 10 years of it. So I guess signing up for Bond, you'd probably have to commit to another 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm prepared for that. I don't know.
All right. Are you ready for the happy, sad, confused, profoundly random questionnaire?
Yeah, go.
What was that? What just happened?
It was like a little
shimmy. You did shimmy.
Oh, shimmy. Yeah. Well, it's better than your last question, so it's kind
of... what do you collect? Besides my soul, besides my tears.
Amongst other things, like memorabilia.
Yeah?
From...
Your own stuff, or just...
And also, like, I suddenly started buying, like, old things, like antiques. Or, yeah. So, I guess, like, yeah. Let's just say I've got this man cave sort of film room in my house, and it's got, like, pieces from different shows that I've stolen stuff from, kleptomania, basically. and also, yeah, the odd little, like, artifact.
Okay. What's the wallpaper on your phone? What do you got back there?
Shameless plug. It's
Come
one of
on,
my babies.
dude.
Yeah. I just look at it at nighttime, stroke it. The wallpaper.
Right, not the actual...
Not the...
clunky in bed, little surrounded by glass.
Yeah, it's also
dangerous.
Embarrassing when you wake up next to a whiskey bottle. That's probably not a good thing.
Good message for the kids out there.
Yeah.
Would you ever, I bet you've already done this, would you ever skydive?
Never done it?
You would, that's you.
I know. But you know what? I think I might be really scared. When we were shooting Men in Kilts, we did a lot of things, similar kind of adrenaline kind of things.
Got it.
And I realized, like, if Graham's not there, then I might be quite scared. Because the secret is, he's such a scaredy cat that it gives me confidence. And I'm like, oh, he is about to soil his underwear, so therefore, I'm going to be okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I ask this of everybody, but you have experience with one of these guys. I ask folks, would you rather have dinner with Vin Diesel or Daniel Day-Lewis?
Oh, I would like to have dinner with Daniel Day-Lewis playing Vin Diesel. And he's like studied him forever. I'd be like, wow, the craftsmanship that's gone into his...
Yeah, you don't know. Maybe you worked with DDL on Bloodshot. We don't know.
Oh, it might have been him playing Vin.
Yeah.
Maybe Vin doesn't even exist.
We're getting really metaphysical. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm seeing F10 tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen to me.
F10, isn't that amazing?
It's insane.
I mean, look, he's created these franchises that have gone on so long and so successful. So what a guy. Incredible.
Do you have a Christopher Walken impression in your repertoire?
Probably. No. Walken. I don't know. Oh, dear, no.
Are there aliens, Sam Heughan?
Yes. Convinced. Absolutely, 100%.
Really?
Yeah. What is wrong with you?
I didn't do anything. I didn't say a word.
I believe in them. Yes, of course. How can there not be?
Because
The
would run
scientific
into them by now.
probability. Well, isn't the lack of them the question? Why have we not?
Because they don't exist.
Why do we think we're so special?
I'm just based on evidence. We in millennia.
Lack of evidence. Like the probability, the amount of planets out there that could support life. We keep finding them every day. They're reporting more and more and more.
Right.
The scientific probability is that there has to be some form of life.
Okay,
out
I guess if we're nitpicking into like, is there a flower growing on a planet 3 galaxies away? Then maybe I'll give you that. I'm talking more of kind of like sentient, or in your case, Sam Heughan-ish life.
Oh, I believe they're here.
Okay.
They're watching you very closely.
What's the most annoying thing about you, according to your family members?
What's the most annoying thing?
As if there's anything.
You could probably answer this question for them, Josh. I'm sure you've got a list there.
Can I get 10 more minutes?
Yeah. But according to my family members, I don't know. Probably that I'm too busy, maybe.
Yeah.
Or I never say no, especially to you. Yeah.
It's one of these days. What's the worst note a director has ever given you?
The worst note a director has ever given me. I don't know. What I've learned now is that what I do now is if I get a bad note or a note that I don't agree with, I agree. Yeah, of course I'm going to do it. Yeah, oh, totally, great. And then you do exactly the same thing. Yeah. And then they go, yeah, that was great. Great. And you're like, so, yeah. So just nod and smile, I think, is my note or my advice.
I'm with you, boss. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Of course.
Yeah. Oh, I will try that. Yeah.
Lovely.
That's good.
Love it.
Yeah.
What drives you crazy on a set? Pet peeve on a set?
Pet peeve?
Eyeline, people are late.
No. I mean, I'm so unaware of what's going on around me that it doesn't really affect me at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Biggest celebrity you routinely text? When you get a text from this person, it makes you.
I don't know. I don't think I have lots of celebrity friends.
You have at least 1 or 2 in there.
Not really.
If someone's name comes up, what brings you joy?
You've texted me a couple of times, haven't you? You have, haven't you?
Well, you haven't really. You're really.
I don't really reply.
You're not really good.
I think I'm pretty funny.
Yeah.
I like to text. It's just I don't reply to you much because it's.
Why did you turn what was a sweet, fun question into an assault on our relationship?
Yeah. I mean, I've got better friends than you, obviously.
Didn't ask that. Not that you're answering things I'm not asking.
Look, Pree's pretty good. She's always on it. She's on it. But I like a voice note.
Oh, you're a voice note guy.
Yeah.
I don't think I understand how to do it even.
Well, they've changed the whole thing now, but you can. It's a lot easier. But I love it because text. Katrina Balfe, she won't do a voice note. If I send her a voice note, she won't listen to it.
Won't even listen to it?
No, she refuses.
Okay.
She thinks you can probably bring this up. She thinks you would only do that to your, I don't know, PA or whatever.
Oh, you're
but I'm like
giving them direction.
I don't have time to text out what I'm thinking right now. And also, you can misconstrue a text.
Right.
You don't get tone. You don't get shades of light and dark. You just get emojis and stuff.
Yeah. We're going to get into this soon enough. When we get
I'm going to start sending you voice notes, abusive ones.
I'll take anything at this point.
Right.
Okay, finally, in the spirit of happy, sad, confused.
Yes.
Actor that always makes you happy. You see them on screen. This person makes me happy. I'm in a good mood.
Oh God. The one from the one from White Lotus.
Which one?
The one that dies.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Coolidge. Yes, she's so good.
She's good.
And her acceptance speech. And I mean, she's just brilliant, isn't she? Yeah.
Movie that makes you sad.
Notebook.
Are you saying that because everybody else says that, or do you believe that?
I don't tend to get sad unless
you have no heart. You have there's a hole in here.
When I'm on an airplane, I tend to cry.
Right, that's just the altitude.
I think it might be something to do with that. When I'm on a plane, I am there.
You know what we need to do? We need to teach you to love again. Finally, food that makes you confused.
Food that makes me confused. Yep. Probably. I don't. Phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
Seems like, yeah, it's just like you're showing off. Like, what's the point?
No,
Kind of like-
I mean, look, who's ever said, oh my God, I'm dying for some foam right now. Oh, that foam looks tasty.
Yeah.
No, it looks like spit,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it tastes pretty much the same thing. So no, foam.
Okay.
I'm not into foam.
Ending finally on something we can agree upon. Well done.
Good.
Congratulations, my friends. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Everybody should check out Love Again.
Everyone should check it out. It's out this week in the US. And you know what? It was actually okay seeing you this time.
Again, I didn't ask for a self-appraisal. Like,
No, I said okay.
I think we're out of tape.
The tone. See, do you hear the tone in the voice there?
Mm-hmm.
Which we wouldn't have got by a text. You wouldn't have got, if it was text, you wouldn't have got that. I would have said it was okay seeing you, and you were like, oh, that's nice. I feel great. Oh, I'm happy, Josh, again. But actually, if you listen to my voice note, it was okay seeing you again.
I'm going to send you a text. And
Don't-
I would
send me a
I would
text.
appreciate any kind
I
of
will block
response. Good to see you.
It was okay.
There's no ending to this.